Hello, everyone. Welcome to an awesome day of FileMaker training. I'm Richard Carlton, creator of FMTrain.tv, where every day we are excited to be doing the FileMaker training stuff, right? So welcome to FM Training. It's 1 o'clock. So today is going to be day 9 of FileMaker WebDirect, design consideration between Pro and WebDirect. All right, cool. Well, we're going to pivot real quick. That's the upcoming broadcast schedule. I'm going to transfer command to Nick Hunter. Nick Hunter, are you ready to take over command?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what are we doing today, Nick, and is it any good?
Okay, we do WebDirect and we continue WebDirect. I have a good thing for you today.
You have a good
So
thing for me today.
I have a good thing for you. Yeah, I have a gift for the people. I have a
A
sample file.
gift? Is it a free gift?
Yeah, a free, yes, it's a very expensive or $0 gift. So yeah, so thank you for the introduction, and so thank you guys for to be with us today and follow this mini series, like Marsh said, about WebDirect. So now we're going to go deep in the in the WebDirect matter, right? So the last 2 days, we were talking about WebDirect, and the idea was, to give you the sense of what you need to know and what you need to do when you build something for the web, because this is what it is. We are building something for the web. We're not building something for WebDirect, right? WebDirect is just an engine that give you the layout on the browser, but you don't design for WebDirect. You design for the web. Very important, because this makes a difference when it comes to design, right? When it comes to design, you need to think web. Not only you need to think web, but you need to think about public access. Like everybody will come to your website, right? And or if not everybody's coming, at least your customers, your provider, whoever, your colleagues, but they might not know about the specificities of FileMaker. They might not know FileMaker, right? So we need to give them what they used to see everybody anywhere else, right? So you cannot be alone in the world. You have something completely different, like a plus button deletes records, or a green icon means danger. So you can't do this. You know what I mean? You can't, because pretty much FileMaker is what we do. We think that, okay, everybody knows about what we do with FileMaker, but nobody knows, because most of the time we don't follow the standards, and we don't follow the guidelines, and we don't follow the tradition, that we used to use for the last 40 years since the UI exists. So, and then, we have evolution in design, because we are more and more educated. Back in the 80s, for example, a music player, on my Mac Plus, I had a music player, and the representation of the music player was a tape, a cassette, turning like this, right? To make the sense that, oh, something is playing, right? So why? It's because nobody knew about music or sounds back in the day. Was a cassette, and that's it. Okay, or a record, right? But today, this type of connection, we don't need that, because we are educated. But if I show you a triangle pointing to the right, and next to it, you have 2 bars like this, and next to it, you have a square, this is a music player. It, just because you have triangle, 2 bars, and a square. Music player. Play, pause, and stop, right? So we don't need the cassettes anymore. We are educated. This is a good thing, but it's a bad thing as well. Yeah, because Yeah, you need to follow the standard. It's like a language. You cannot come and say blue blah blue blah 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 and think that everybody will understand what I'm saying. Okay? So it's like a language. You have rules, vocabulary, and sometimes you have weird stuff, like why a knife with a K, like no with a K, why, we don't know, okay, we know, but you understand? So sometimes you have things like this. In the design is exactly the same thing, right? Following the standard on how it looks, but most of all, how it behaves, right? And that's what we're going to see today, how it behaves. With FileMaker, we can come here and do whatever we want, and boom, saved. If I want to get back or where I was before to do this, I need to go on server and bring the latest backup. Okay? So this is totally, completely impossible for 99.99% of the people. That means all the people not using FileMaker. Okay? So because this doesn't exist in any other platform in the universe, the known universe, right? We don't have this. Maybe on another planet far, far away, another galaxy far, far away. I don't know if they have something like this, but the only place in the universe I've seen this behavior is in FileMaker. So you cannot give that to your customer, to your provider, you can't. It's good for FileMaker, it's good for us because we used to, but for 99% of the people you can't. So what you do have, right, is something like this. You have an edits page, right? So you have something like this. So you can't edit this. And you have something like this, right? And then you edit them. And then you can go there, right? The problem with this, so we have a UI now. So what is a UI? Okay. What is a UI and what is a UX? Okay. The UI is how it looks. The UX is how it behaves. You can't have a good UI with a good UX if you don't have a support. Something to put object and things on top of it. If you don't have the support, it won't work, right? So here, for example, I have no support. This is no support. I have no support. Here I have a support. I have this window here where I can have a cancel button and I can have an OK button. And I have my fields and I have a title that says me, hey, edit it. So I know what I'm doing. When I'm here in this configuration, I don't know what I'm doing. What do? You read, you edit, right? You read your edits. You read your edit and you save, but you have no UI. You save, but I have no UI. So that means, I don't know. Here, I have a UI. I have no UI. I have no support. Yeah, I have this window here, but this is not a support, right? So this is a support. I have a support where I can put stuff on it. And thanks to that support, I can put stuff with actions, with UX, okay? So, for example, I'm saying, no, it's not 111, it's 3333, right? Correct? And I validate this. Okay, so that's okay. But let's say, yeah, this is not 2222, it's 4444, 5, and this is not California, it's Texas. And then suddenly, and I do this, right? And suddenly, so it's committed, okay? And suddenly I say, oh, no, I'm not sure, cancel, right? Boom, it's back. So that's what we want, right? We want to edit this, change whatever we want, and say, yeah, no, forget about it. And that's the problem, because to build something like this, it's pain in where you know, starting with A. Okay. So how to make something like this without to be a pain in where you know? Well, it took me a while to, to figure out the good way to do that. And I finally got it. And since a while, but this is a good opportunity for me to give you these gifts. And that's why I built this sample file, because I'm going to give you, right? Do you know that with FileMaker, we have an ability, and I'm pretty sure nobody knows about this, that we can use this field names. So you can put a name of a file if you want, a FileMaker file, but I don't need that. You can put this. And if you put this, you have all the fields in your database. So here I have nothing, but if I'm doing this here, I have all the fields in the database. I mean in the table, sorry. In the table I'm in. Okay? In the table I'm in, this is all the fields in that table. Okay? Correct? And I can tell that in this table, the very first field created is the name last. In that account table, they created name last, name first, title, primary. This is by creation, right? If I change this and I go to another table, or I don't know how to reset this, but anyway, it will. Oh no, it's where I am. I think it's on the layout. I think I can go to another layout and go to invoice. No, it doesn't change. Anyway, so it's not a problem. It's not the point. So I can, let's go back there. I can, with this said, I want the field from the get layout name. So when I do this, this is the fields I have in this layout, right? Correct? This is the field I have. If I go to another layout, right? And I put font 1 first and font 2 second, right? And I go there, this is what I have in this layout, font 1, font 2, correct? But if I put first font 2 and second font 1, then it's font 2, font 1. This field name function will display the name of the field in a layout by the creation order, by the insertion order. If I put states and then I put name, right? Then I have state name. Correct? So that's very important to know, that the order of this field name is by the insertion, when you drag a field in a layout. Okay? Okay. So that's first thing. So this, thanks to this technique here, I can now get from this layout, now I have name, phone1, phone2, email address, zip state. Okay? So now I have the field names. And if tomorrow I say, okay, I want to add country. Okay? I'm adding another field that wasn't there before. Okay? I'm adding another field, wasn't there before. Now I have country. Like by magic, is there. So I don't need to worry about if I'm adding a field, well, it will be there using that function. Thanks to that function, I can now know, right? I can do something like this. I'm getting the name. This is the field names. Okay? So I have the field names. That's cool. And also, I have the table names. Okay? Yes, I have it. Get layout table name. I have it. So now that I have those two things, right? I can say something like this. Table name and this and, okay, get value on my field name and I want the first. Okay? So my table name is revert and the first is name. If I go to the second, it's phone1, phone2, email, address. Okay, let's go to the first. Thanks to this, I can get this. Get fields, this. Got it? So the first field, right, is Nick Hunter. The second is 333-222, Nick email, down. So now you got it. I can dynamically list every single field I have in a layout without any pain, without any set variable or set field, or no, I don't need. I don't. I really don't. Correct? So now I have, if you look well, I can get this, right? So I can do this. Name equal Nick Hunter, right? And if I put 2 here, actually I could have put this like this. Our current, my current field equal, let's put this like this. Okay. If I change this to 2, phone1 equal 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So I have the field name and the content of the fields dynamically based on the list of the field that I dump on the layouts. So now, thanks to RCC and the work we do here, now we have a very nice new custom function like this. right? So I got a JSON of fields I have on the layouts dynamically. It's dynamic. So I have no pain now, thanks to that custom function, to get the content, the field name, and the content of the field at the same time dynamically. I don't need a set field. I don't need a whatever set variable. I have no need of this. I have no loop. I have nothing to get the content of a field in the layouts. Thanks to the conjunction of of this field name function on the layouts. So you can do that on any layouts, on any layout. So demonstration, I'm doing that here, right? But if I go here, custom function is there, it's for you, don't worry, it's free of charge. And I'm going to, oh, I closed the file. That's cool. Oh, no, it's there. And I'm going here in my account layouts for WebDirect. I'm here in this layout, right? And I'm going to paste this new custom function. Paste, right? So it's a custom function. I don't need to, right? And if I do this, yeah, it won't work because, yeah, because I have the field is missing because you have related fields, so it won't work with a related field. But I'm going to make it. If you have related field, it won't work. I mean, the version I made for you guys of this custom function doesn't work with the related fields, and it breaks when you do that. But it's not the point to have an entire layout like this. It's not the point anyway. I never did that, and I don't encourage you. But if I have a single layout like this, right? So the function works. Okay, so I have this. So now, thanks to this, you know what I'm doing. Okay, I have an open script, new window, and I'm setting a variable with all my fields and the content, right? So pretty much I have something like this. So I have a variable with this, right? This is what I got in the field before I do any change, right? So what happened, if I change something, right? What happened if I do this? Well, I still have what it was there when I opened that window, right? I have the name of the fields and the content of the fields. So now, well, I have another script, restore data. Okay, so I'm getting what in this JSON, whatever, I'm putting that in a local variable. I like to do that. It's for my debug purposes, but I could have called this directly, but I prefer to do that. Then, right, I need the list of the field names, because this is a JSON now. I need the list of the field names, right? Just the list of the field names like this. And I need to count how many field names I have in the layout. And then I need to get the current table name. So now you know how JSON works, right? A JSON works like this. JSON get elements, So whatever the name of my JSON, I don't remember. Oh, just original data. Okay. So JSON original data. And I want name on name. That's the original data. But I have the list of the field name thanks to this. Remember? Correct? So fields. Correct? I have this. So I can call. Okay. I can call this and say get value of the field one. What doesn't work here? Get layer name, get value field one. Why doesn't work? Get field one. Oh. Okay. If I said field, what the field 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I have the list of the names of the field names, I have the JSON elements, and I can call and the name of the elements I have on the objects I have in my JSON list, in my JSON data, right? The name of the element, you know, the key of each object, right, is the name of the fields. So getting the name of the field, running one by one, I get the original data, you know, because it's like calling one by one, right? It's like doing this. Phone 1, right? Phone 2, right? Email. But instead of hard code, which I want everything dynamic because I can use this on every single layout I want, right? I'm getting the list of the field of the list of fields from the layout, and it's the same layout that I use to create the JSON, and then the same layout I'm reading the JSON, right? So they always jibe. They always jibe because creation of the JSON data and the reading of the JSON data is from the same layouts. So they're always jibe, always. So before we go to the question, so I have a loop here just for the set field. So I'm setting the field back. To get the data out is easy. You know, I have my custom function, which is pretty solid while to build the JSON, right? So this is a while I'm running. I'm getting the list of the name, you know, I'm getting the field names on the layout, right? I'm counting how many I have. Then I said, I have a counter that said +1, +1, +1, +1. And I said, until the counter is inferior than value counts, okay? Then I said, I get, you know, I get the field name, I get the field content, and I build the JSON kind of for element lines, right? The JSON line. I accumulate them, boom, 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 like this. And then I'm adding this because I need to have separate each line that this will generate. I need that to be separated by comma, right? And then I have this that will format the JSON pretty much, right? So pretty simple, not very complicated, but it's a very easy while function, right? But to set the field, I need a set field. So remember, I have the list of fields from the field name function. And then I said, set the fields one by one, the first, the second. I have a list, right? So I have this list here. So I have the list. That's the list of the fields. I have the current table, right? Then I have my original data. I'm taking with the loop and the counter, the first name, the first field name on the list. I add behind it reverts and double quotes, double column to get a valid field name into the FileMaker world. This is the field I want to set. Then I use the name of the field to extract from the JSON elements, right, the data that was there before. So this script here can be copy and paste on every single solution in the world without any writing anything in that script. This script is fully, completely, totally universal. Copy paste, it will work everywhere. Okay. This, yeah, you need to point to you need to put to the layout you want to go. But everything else works. You don't just, if you copy paste those two scripts in your solution, just this need to say, okay, where you want to go, because I don't know where you want to go, you know, but you can go on every single layout and it will work. And you get a restore function, right? Which is a cancel function in my case.
See.
Did you understand what happened? What happened? I mean, did you get the advantage of this system? I mean, because you don't really need to know how it works. You know, you copy paste the custom function, you copy paste those two scripts, and yep.
Yes, and then it's that simple. Yeah, no, I think they definitely grasped that. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, we do have a question. The card style window is the same as the current layout?
No, it's another one. I have another layout. Because, you know, this is my edit data layout. This is my main data, my main layout, and this is the edit version of it. It's a sample data. It's a sample file. It's just to do the demo, right? It's just you edit this and you have this and you cancel. So, but for the editing of the, you know, in that case here, that I'm going to implement that right now, I have a lot of fields. I want to edit this part, right? I want to edit this. I don't want to edit, you know, all. I want to edit this part, okay? So let's build it. Actually, it came to my mind that we have a way to make that better, right? So I'm going to extract this here. I'm going to change this into this. I'm going to copy paste the style on this. Yes, you can do that, right? And I'm going to transfer the conditional formatting I have here to this objects. So how you do this? If you select both, you can transfer it. Okay. So I demonstrate that once, and I'm going to demonstrate again. If this has been created before these objects, then you can select both and you transfer it, right? No, sorry. You need to, after, so you duplicate this, right? And now you can transfer it. No? What happened? Why cannot transfer this? That weird. Okay, I have the conditional formatting here. I want to transfer here. Okay. Okay, so I have no idea why. No idea why it doesn't work, but anyway. Okay, so I need to copy paste. I need to replicate it, but it's okay. Active, inactive, and it's okay. I have no idea why you won't do it, but normally you should have done it, but I have no time for that. So the active, I want the field color to be green. Why quit? The inactive, I want this to be gray, red, white, and disregard. Is, and I want that gray and italic. Okay, so I can remove those two. I can remove the account tab from here and put that here. Okay, so why is not showing me the color here? Oh, I removed the active. Oh, because oh yeah, I know what I've done. I didn't create this equal active green, white. Okay. What happened? Nothing worked today. That's funny, huh?
Fear of live streams. Shenaniganery.
Yeah, it's
Moment.
what did I do wrong? Value is active. Status active, right? Oh, I know. Yeah, okay. So because I have two words now, so it's not equal to active, right? It's not equal to active. It's not, you know. Containing, disregard, containing inactive, and containing active. Bingo. Okay. So now I have company active. So if I change, if I go to the account layouts, right? And I change this and I say organization active, household active, right? Manufacturer active. And then I can say inactive. But here I show you, because I did that on purpose, I'm showing you how to fix this. You change this here. Because if you, the conditional formatting is a weird stuff. It start with this and then start this and then do this. It's not going to do this, this, and this. It's going to do this and this and this. Okay? So if you say containing active, inactive also containing active, right? So you change this like this, and now.
Sorry, repeat
Boom.
the question. You cut out for a sec. Oh, no, we're good.
Right? So you understand what I mean? That means active, inactive contain active, is active. So if I say this is active, now it will work because the conditional formatting will try in an order. It try inactive first, so it will say no, active, it will try inactive first and then active, so like this, right? And we can put that here. So we fix this. So now I have one object with two information at the same time. Is manufacturer active? It's company active, agency active. So I don't need to have the type and the status. Right? It's like a Lilu in Fifth Element. It's not blah, 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 right? Short. So we don't have all of this stuff to take care of this stuff anymore. So yeah, this morning, I thought about this and I said, hey, this is a good idea. So this is how design works, So you need to remove as much as possible from the UI, So now that I have something like this, I think I'm going to do one unique block like this without the separation on this one. Okay. So why I'm going to do that? Okay, so why I want to do this? So I have one block. Oops. I have one block like this. Okay. What happened here? Hold on. Something is missing. So let me remove this. Put that here. Oh, it was okay. I got it. Okay. So now I have one block, and I can do this. Okay. So now I have this, right? So it's very clean, very clear, right? So we have this. Now I can have a nice, beautiful, simple media button. Okay. An edit button. Simple, straightforward, right? Edit button. We don't need more. And now I can build a nice, good-looking layout for the edit data, right? Right? Data.
The nice, yes. You get to use the nice layout instead.
So I have an edit account layout data, right? So now in this layout, and I'm going to show you something that widely unknown, right, from people. How the CalStar window works. Let's say I have not enough space in a CalStar window in the height. This happened. Aha. I can scroll, right? So here, not going to have 200 billion stuff, right? Okay. I'm going to put all the fields that I need here. So I need the accounts, correct? I need Where's my other layout? This is scripts. Let's put that on the back. Where's my layouts? Okay. Let's go there. Okay. So I have the account. I have the status. Right? I have the type. Right? I have the phone 1, phone 2, and then I have the very modern and exciting facts. I don't even know that still exists though. And then I have all the shipping stuff, you know. So city, country, you know. So I can do this county postal code. So like this, like this, like this. I'm going to show you how we organize this later. Then I have all the billing stuff. Billy, city, country, postal code, okay. And of course, is missing our good friends, the email next to the fax. You know what I mean? Things from the 70s, things from the 80s. And we have the website, you know, to be complete, right? So the status, we are not going to have, we're not going to have a fields. We can replicate this. And here I'm going to copy those two because I have a value list. So I want to get this back. So I can remove this here, account type, and then I have this status, right? Correct. So I have this very large, layout, but it's okay. So we can do this, right? So we can select this and make it, make it like this, and like this, right? So it's a little bit too clumpy, so I'm going to select all of this and increase a little bit of this, make 5, 5, and 5, right? And then I'm going to do this up. So now I have this like this, right? Correct? So I'm going to realign those things, the labels, right? So for the labels, I remove this, I remove this. I can keep 13. And I'm going to do 5, 5, right? So I'm going to do this, correct? I need to increase the 8 of those fields or those things. So the 8 here, I'm going to put like 25. Okay, here they say 26, but it should be 25. So everything should be 25, right? And I'm going to do this like this. Boom, boom, right? So something I want to tell you is that I don't care about the field, how the field is named here. I can change the name, right? I can remove things like this. So I have a technique for that. I want to remove the hyphen, I want to remove the underscore on all of this. Okay. So instead of doing one by one, boom, 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 you select all, you go to edits, and then you say find replace, right? And you find this and you replace by this. Replace all. Boom. Oh, no, I want to replace by a space. Sorry for that. So let's do it again. Find and replace. You select the text, right? And you put a space instead of the underscore, right? Replace all. Yes. Boom. It's done. Right? Cool. So, right? It's cool. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, after 35 years of feeling the pain, you start to know some tricks. So let's resize this now again to 25, right? So now let's reorganize a little bit all of this, right? So I'm not going to build the blocks right now, right? So I'm going to select all of those things and I'm going to align them. So I align them to the right, make sure they're all the same length, and I'm distributing vertically, right? It's distributing vertically. Now, this is the same height of this, 25. So I just put this where I want to be, the first, and then I put the last where I want to be, right? And then I select all of those, and then I distribute, and boom, they're perfectly aligned. Because you position the first and the last, and then you position them. I just want to put a little bit more space between those two, right? And now I want to build, so status I don't need, so I can do this and, and do this, okay? Because status is here, right? We have it here, right? So I have this layout almost done, right? Actually, we can put that in the middle because we are going to reorganize this like this, right? Maybe they are a little bit too wide. Yeah, like this. I like it. This center a little bit wider. And then we have edits, accounts, data, correct? This is what we want. Boom, boom. Black, 15. No borders, no background. Okay, so let's put this a little bit down, like this. Separation. So now that I have this, I want to make separations, right? So I want those two together, and then I want to separate. So I'm selecting all, and I'm doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I have 15 points difference, right? So I don't need to do that with a lot of so I'm doing this. Okay, and here I'm selecting those. Up, shipping. Voilà. Okay, and a little bit here. Boom. Okay, So I have visual separation, but I don't need a separation like this. Okay. Account, type, separation, this, that the communication together, separation, shipping, and billing. Okay. So now that I have this, I need here more space, and I'm going to put my cancel button. Actually, I'm not putting a cancel button, right? I don't have script yet, so this looks good. Not perfect, but it looks good. And now here, I want another button. I know you saw that everywhere. That's my close button, okay? So now, so I have this nice looking, our car star window, right? So now let's copy paste from my script here. Remember I told you, you can use that like this, demonstration. So you copy this, you go to the web, separation. And then we're going to paste those two scripts. It will take forever. Oh no. The only thing broken is this, because I need to say go to that layout. Okay. And everything else works. As you can see, nothing broken. So now I'm going to put that here. All we do here, right? That I did that in less than an hour. If you want to do that with PHP/HTML/ whatever you want, it's about a day. Huh? I mean, you know what I mean? So, oh, FileMaker is not great. Right? Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Here, I need to put there, when you close, right, is where you want to restore, because you want to you want to restore this. It's a mere close window because it's validated. Okay, so now I can close. Okay, so I can scroll this. So I don't know why it's not going to the edge. Oh, I know. Okay, so now I want to explain you, before we go, how I put this on the right, right? So this is a standard in, what's the name? You put on the right all the editing, and on the left all the navigation when you have a car star window like this, right? When you want to focus your attention, you put on the center, but for this type of thing, scrolling, you want to be on the right. So my layout here is, oh, I don't even need to know that. When you open the window, this is the width of my layouts, 559. So it is 559, okay? But the new window give you the width of your layouts. So I want here to say 559. So pretty much you say, okay, you want the left side, you want to put this left side to the right minus the width of the layout. Poof, right? So if I save the script, it will be better. Click here, boom. So now it's edge to edge, correct?
Yeah, that looks really nice.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can scroll. Now, if I want to be very, very great, right? Not a field. I put this here, right? And I put a top navigation. Not the top navigation. Yeah. Okay. So I'm putting this. I'm going to put a bottom navigation, right? And I'm going to do this. And I'm going to put that white. I don't want a bar. So the validate button stays. And if you want to be very, very, very good, so that's why the cast window is magical. Don't tell me that it's not. Okay. Top navigation, and then I can put a little bit more here, and then I can do this. So now the edit account, this stays, the button close stays, and the validate stays, and you scroll. Correct? So I told you that, you need just to copy paste, well, this is all the data in the layout. I didn't do any editing in the script. I didn't change a line in the script. I didn't change anything in the script, and boom, I got all my fields, all the data without doing anything. And then I can change whatever I want. I can remove this. I can remove this. I can remove this, right? And I say, yeah, okay, no, boom, it's there. So before we go, let's see how this works on WebDirect. Okay, so look, okay, this is a mess, but look this side, you click here, you have your stuff, and it's working like a charm. So this is something, and it's funny because I did a reservation for a plane ticket for somebody that's coming to visit me from South America, and I use Iberia websites to buy plane tickets, and it's made by Nick Hunter, this website, because exactly this, they did exactly this, So no, it was. It's not okay. It's not this. As designers, we all follow the same influence. We follow the same design principle. We follow this. We are in the design where we have our influencers. You know what I mean? So in each world you have influencers. I am one. On FileMaker, I'm an influencer. Okay, so pushing people to buy FileMaker, which is what I suggest you do if you didn't. Because proof of it, in a matter of minutes, you get a website. A website with buttons and menus, and and you can validate, and you can revert, you cancel your data, if you delete all, delete and delete, right? I did all of this, so all of this gone, right? Fax, I changed company, and I changed whatever, and I said no, bang, it's back. So if maybe we can go to the questions, but this is cool. I mean, it's cool, this technique here, right? This technique here.
Absolutely.
the car style window, because you can do a scroll stuff. You know what I mean?
Without scrolling the
can-
whole page, yeah.
Exactly, without scrolling the whole thing. You scroll, and you can control your scrolling, right? That means I don't want the validate button to go away, to look for it, right? Because if if I didn't do if I didn't put that within a button navigation, it would have been scrolling down, so it would have disappeared. And I want the validate button to be there, right? You understand? So it's very cool. And then you can scroll off this, right? So it's very cool. And then you edit your stuff, one by one. You edit your stuff, boom, 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 yeah, like this, in one page, like this. And then when you're happy, validate, boom, right? That's it. So you don't do anything here. You edit. Now you are editing your account, right? You have the right to do all the errors you want and commit and commit and commit, right? So it's not there anymore, right? It's not there anymore. Well, it is because I don't care. I'm a cancel button. When you don't have a support, that's the point. When you don't have a support, how you do that cancel button? Here you do a cancel button. How you do that? You have no support. You cannot have a cancel button because you have no support. So you have this, I saw like insane triggers on each single fields, and you track the log. I saw, things like every time you click on a field, you have a spinning wheel 5 minutes because you have something editing and updating, on field, on object enter, on object validate, on object exit. What the heck is this? Right? No. You edit your stuff, boom. I am on WebDirect, right? Is it slow? No. You put your stuff, and if you're not happy, okay, poof, you restore your stuff. So because you have a support, and then thanks to the support, I have a cancel button, a validate button that you cannot have if you don't have a support. So I'm done with it. So if we have questions, I'll be more than happy to answer the questions.
We've got one question, I think, and then I'll let you go. The edit could work with undo for the cancel button or with open transaction, ?
With the undo button. We are in the WebDirect. So we are in the web. We don't have undo. Pretty much.
So no command C access.
I mean, there's no cancel or there's no undo in the web. You can undo the typing, right? But if you purchase a plane ticket like I did today and spend $1,700 on a plane ticket, if you want to undo, you need to call your bank, right? They're the same. You don't have undo, on the web pretty much. So no, it's the cancel. So and I don't have transaction is another way that you can deal with undoing like this. I mean, reverting. I call that I call revert, but it's not a revert in a FileMaker terminology. Revert in a FileMaker revert has a meaning on FileMaker, but I call that revert because convenience. But without going to the transaction stuff, this is a good technique with the JSON. Correct?
Okay, there you go. Yes, this is absolutely, no, people are saying this is a very good time saver. I'm going to let David add an addition to his question, and then I'll let us go.
Yeah. So you have so WebDirect is all about design. Like 90% of let's say FileMaker on the web, it's all about the design. So now you understand. If somebody come at the end of this series So I'm going to build this contacts. I'm going to build the account, contact, and invoice. Okay, I don't have the time to build all, but at the end of the day, when you will see those free layout builds and you use it, you say, okay, yeah, it looks like Facebook, by the way, right? Yeah, because you use the same design guideline in principle, like LinkedIn, like whatever website have you, right? And by the way, on the new RCC website I saw, the box within the box within the box within the box within the box. This is 1980s. We don't have those anymore. I mean, I don't want to intervene in the design of the company, but you don't put boxes like the. I mean, you can, but most of the time when it's for reading, this is useful because you are typing. So here I put a box because it's a field. I'm typing, I'm editing. So by the way, I'm going to put a little bit more height here because it's too clumsy. But you understand what I mean? So here is reading. I don't want a box in the middle. I don't want a box within a box within a box within a box within a box. No boxes. That one space like this, no boxes. And all those boxes will go away. All of them. We don't need. Strict minimum are separation, right? Sometimes I have a visual separation, like this here. I have a visual, they're separated. Separation. I know where shipping ends and billing starts. I don't have a box within a box that is in the box. Okay? Remove the box. We don't need that anymore. This is 1980s when people weren't educated. Now we are educated. We know what it is. I don't need to have this looking like a button, like a physical button, like a button that, like it was in the 80s. A button, they were looking like button you were pressing, right? First of all, who has something you press button? Even my kitchen has no button now, So, the stove, I have no buttons, right? So, yeah, this is about, we know. Do you know this is a button, or do you need to say, this is a button, click to edit? You don't need,
I assume that it's a button.
You are educated, period. You are educated. So that's why we don't need a box around the button. And we don't need a box around this. You know what this is. It's a status. I don't need to put the label status. By the way, I don't even need to put the reference here. It was just, you don't need all those things, So, right? So it's account, Richard Carlton Consulting, right? And this is the number. That's all. Phone 1, phone 2, fax. It's clear, it's simple, no boxes, right? And no plenty of stuff useless.
With that being said, I think I'm going to wrap us up because we are 30 minutes past the hour, which is always fun. I always appreciate all the learning news stuff. People are saying thank you. This is very cool. It is very cool. It looks extremely nice too, which is always awesome.
Okay. Okay. So now is next week?
Yes. I will see you Monday next week.
Okay.
Everyone
see you then.
Lovely day.
See you then. Bye-bye.